Yes, and I think we are live, Trish.
We
From
are.
my end of the spectrum, it looks like we are
We are
live.
live.
Excellent. So welcome to everybody who will be joining us tonight. I'm just trying to see if I can copy and paste my link. I don't know what's happening to my copy and paste tonight, but this is where you can connect with me. And Trish, you left me one, but I'll just find Trisha's, grab hers again, copy, and we will put that there. I am having trouble with my copy and pasting tonight for some reason, but here we are. So yes, please say hello. I can see there's some people joining us. Sorry, we're just getting our techie organised at the back end of the live stream here tonight. Welcome to everybody who's joining. I can see there's quite a few people jumping on board to join our journey tonight. My name is Kay Hamilton. I am known as the Courage Activator, and joining me is Trish Murray, who is the Pathway to Peace lady. And Trish, you can actually add your link in that stream. Probably be just as easy if you could do that for people who would like to connect with us. So we will post our links throughout tonight's show, and we are looking very much forward to connecting with you. Now, Trish and I both have the same passion for supporting other people and ourselves, because we've got to include ourselves in the journey of life. But we are very keen to support you to step into the best version of yourself in 2021. And now is the time for setting your intentions for the year ahead. Now, Trish and I both met on the Spiritual Events Directory, and we both have a passion for beautiful Young Living essential oils. We both have a passion for crystals, and we both have a passion for mentoring and coaching other people who are interested in taking action to make sure that you can create the life that you want. So throughout tonight, we will be sharing some of the programs and offerings that we have, and we will also be offering some essential oil readings. So if you've got something on your mind that's nagging you, bugging you, something that you know that you would like to change or transform in your life, let us know. I love to work with Courage because I love to help people to take that action. Trish is more around the peace which comes after you've taken your courage, or the peace that you need within that might even help you step into your courage. So have I rounded that up enough, Trish? Is there anything you'd like to add to that?
Absolutely. You've done a fine job, my friend, a fine job. Hello, everybody. How are you all? Thank you, Kay. Yep, I think Kay has summed us both up perfectly with what we do and who we are and why we have joined forces, as they say. We're very passionate women, and we're very passionate about people, their welfare, their courage, and people living well. And that's what this is all about. Living your best life is what we want you all to be doing.
And I think 2020 definitely has taught me gratitude and appreciation that I have actually embraced my inner gifts, my personality, my courage to step out and also the joy of creating the life that you desire. Because Absolutely. If I hadn't done that, 2020 would have been a lot harder for me. And 2021, we believe, is a new beginning. It's a new beginning for us to really take a deep look at what's going on within us so that we can become the masters of our destiny. Yes. Is that right, Trish?
Absolutely. We all have to come to that realization that, you know, what we want to achieve, it's sitting within us. You know, we just got to take that leap of faith. And as Kay uses the word courage, and she's passionate about courage, and I'm passionate about working with the soul, getting deep into your soul, bringing everything and anything up, as I always say to my clients, bringing up all the shit, excuse the French, but that's what we call it, because sometimes that's what it feels like. And when it comes up, you need to be stepping into the courage to do that, to reach that peace. So we're all very much in balance, but 2020, it's been a huge year. But I think it's been a huge year, Kay. You might think differently. I've always said to everybody, 2020, what happened with COVID, and I only say it once because I don't go into it, but COVID was one of the biggest, final catalysts that came our way. It was something that, has come and we weren't expecting it in the world. It's been huge and it's been horrific in many ways. But I think even for 12 months or more than that, I was saying to myself and to many, I feel a change coming. The world has to change. We can't stay how we were living. Things can't stay how they are. There's something coming. But I didn't know that would be the big catalyst to really change us all and really get us going deep. So I think now 2021, it's time to not just talk the talk, but walk it as well. Walk it as well. Do everything you can. Everything you can.
I definitely feel that we've been given this nudge to make sure that we make the most out of every moment in life. And that doesn't actually happen unless you do the inner work. And even though we do the inner work, things still come up. So I've had some challenging news in my family in the last few weeks. And I've had, days where I've, gone down into the cauldron of despair and grief. All of those old programs have come up for me to look at, to consider, and to implement my tools. Now, one of my my favorite tool is using essential oils. So actually, I'm just going to pick out one for me called Trauma Life, and I'm just going to pop some of that on myself. And I'm just going to show you what we do. So we just place a drop in the palm of your hand. This drop is coming very slow. It's there. It's just poking its little head out. And what I do is I activate it 3 times. I smell it in. And I usually take 3 deep breaths, and that way it goes right through my body. And then I love to move it around my aura to help with the cleansing and revitalizing of my aura.
Absolutely.
So I feel like I've had some, with what's happening for me, a lot of old traumas have come to surface. So I'm glad that I've got something to reach out and give myself some nourishing with. So I would love you all. I've written in the comments there, if you would like a message tonight about activating your courage or peace, or if you'd like a reading, we have cards. I do essential oil readings. Trisha's got some cards tonight. We're going to, throughout the show, we're going to talk about some of the things we've got on offer for you people who are interested in taking some action. But we're also going to give you a bit of insight tonight on our skills, expertise, and passions by answering some of your questions or highlighting some thoughts, inspiration to ignite you to take the action that you need to take. So let's know where you're tuning in from. Let's know what you would like to activate your courage or peace with. And all right, so sorry, I just got a bit distracted. That's you posting that. So that's okay. So the oil, we decided with our feature oil this week is, and I'll let you announce that one, Trish.
It is the beautiful frankincense. Beautiful, beautiful, which a lot of people will automatically connect the name of this to the 3 wise men with our Bible teachings and so forth, the frankincense and myrrh and so on that the 3 wise men carried. And I have to tell you that over the years, I really fully understand why it was one of their oils that they carried, that they offered, because the properties of this oil, of how it can support us and how we can use it, is just amazing. The healing that it can bring to help you to enhance your life. So, yeah, I sort of don't second guess as to, well, why did they pick frankincense as one? Because it explains it itself as to why. It's the most beautiful oil, absolutely.
It's known as the king of oils.
Yes, yes.
And I think that's because it is such a versatile oil. You can use it. I often have us saying, if in doubt, get your frankincense out.
It's out.
So if you're not quite sure what you want to pick, you can always get your frankincense out. It's very grounding. It's very uplifting. It's great for meditation, prayer work, Very, very good for detaching from those negative thoughts that can eat away at us and can erode our self-esteem. It's a beautiful oil for transmuting all that negativity and turning it into a positive for yourself.
Absolutely. And the other thing that a lot of people wouldn't realize when we're using frankincense, it's very good for people who suffer with stress and anxiety, going through hard times. So people who are going through, the depression and so on, get very anxious. They can't settle down. They're up and down and all over the shop, as the old saying goes. This frankincense can really help to settle you down. And also this frankincense is very good for relationship loss, because relationships, as we all know, can cause us to, feel like we're going off in the deep end and we're drowning, because we are, devastated at the loss of relationships. And when relationships would be, through divorces, through breakups, through just you losing good friends, of friendships that have just done its rounds, it's done its cycle, and it's petered out, and you have to part ways for whatever those reasons are. Frankincense can be really, really supportive. It's also very good for grief. So some of you may know I'm an end-of-life doula, and I deal with loss a lot, and I have a real passion about death and getting people through the grief, living in rain to rainbows, and this frankincense is a great support for grief. So also for anyone who is suffering illness, long-term and short-term illness, frankincense is a great support that you can use for them, and also for the carers, their family members and carers and so on. So there's a lot about frankincense people don't realise, isn't there, Kay? Just how much it's been in your life, And you know what I love about this? These bottles, they're so small. You can carry them anywhere. Pop them in your handbag. And off you go.
I don't go anywhere without about 10 in my handbag. So.
Absolutely. And, frankincense, it can be so easy to implement, because like Kay showed you before, popping it on the palms of your hands, giving them the light rub, and just put in your prayer intention, your beliefs, whatever it may be. And if you are feeling low and you just need that quick minute, you can then place that onto the heart center and bring in the joy and the upliftment and the enhancement of the emotional value. And remember, when emotions are cleared and supported, our physical body starts to feel it as well. That's a very, very important thing. Yeah. Yes. Beautiful. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely. I had a thread and I lost it. I know what I was going to say. I have several friends who love Young Living, and they love their oils, and they're mothers with young children. And what they do is put a drop of frankincense on the top of the little ones' heads and give it a little bit of distance, and that energizes the oil on the way down and drops on the head. And a lot of them use that just to dissipate temper tantrums.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I wished when I was a young mum that I had my good supply of essential oils and knowledge, which is something that I've only come across in the last 10 years. Thank you. I can feel that beautiful energy, Trish. So in bringing essential oils into your life is something that gives you a tool. It gives you, I was going to use the word ammunition. It just gives, to me, it's like a healing basket, a healing basket of goodies that you can use to help you navigate your path into whatever it is that you're dealing with.
Yes, absolutely.
Sydney area needs to enhance my ability to put my opinion forward and be heard without people feeling angry. Okay, so Susan, you're in the Sydney area. I've got a few more back here, so I might write some people's names down. I'll go back to Sue Sullivan first, so we can. Hey, Kerry, how are you, darling?
Hi, Kerry. Jody Marie has come on and asked, Jody, can you lovely ladies recommend an oil for arthritis? I certainly can, my love. Contact me after the show, Jody. We were going to organise a little quick hook up together, and I'll talk to you about the oils and how you can implement them. I do suffer with arthritis myself, And
Yes.
one of the ones that I use on my feet is RC. I put it on the soles of my feet and I tap a little bit on my ankles because I get pain in my ankles. And I tell you, I have a very amazing result and a very good sleep after it as well using it. So we certainly can implement the different oils
Okay.
for arthritis and so on, for sure. Absolutely.
Okay. That's
And
wonderful.
sorry if I'm not looking at everybody. I just want to quickly apologise. I'm watching on the phone because I can't see all the comments on
Yes.
my screen. So I'm just sort of making sure we're keeping up with everybody as well. So I'm not ignoring all you beautiful people. I'm keeping my eye on you all.
Very good. Now, Trish, I'd like to also mention our supplement called Sulfazyme, which, if it's osteoarthritis, we have supplements, and all our supplements have essential oils in them, which help our body to absorb them at 30% higher rate. Now, often when we've got issues in our body, we're lacking minerals and vitamins, and we have a supplement called Sulfazyme, which is known to be on the label, we can say that it can help with the temporary relief of osteoarthritis. So I know that I had knee issues, and since coming on board with Young Living, I've been using their supplements, and my knee issues have disappeared, and that is because I've been supporting my body through nutrition, through our nutritional supplements. So that could be helpful too. Where are we going? I was just going back to, I think her name was Susan.
Sue Sullivan?
One of my dear clients suffers chronic nerve pain. Would you love to be able to recommend something to help him? Okay, so we have lots of oils that can be supportive for those kind of issues. Sue, please reach out for a conversation. We've got to we have to adhere to the TGA requirements of not diagnosing, not saying we can cure anything, but we do know these oils help with release, they help with calming. We know there are some amazing properties in these oils that can support the natural functions of our body. And when we support the natural functions of our body, it means that we come back into alignment and back into balance. So please reach out for a one-on-one. So I have, I'll put my link tree in again. You can friend request me on Facebook, the same with Trish. You can talk to either of us. We're going to also share, because we've both got some programs that we're going to be talking about throughout tonight. And I would love you to give me your email if you are interested. I'm not asking for you to add it here. You can friend request me, send me an email, or give me your email, and you can be on my email list. And I'm assuming, Trish, you would have the same service. Absolutely. So that you can keep up with both of our offerings.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Azra, for sharing.
Yes, thank you very much. And if I can just go back to where you were chatting, we were acknowledging Sue Sullivan there, where she's talking about her care clients suffering with the chronic nerve pain. I'd be interested to talk more with you about that and delve more into the type of clients that you're caring for, the type of nerve pain that they're having, and their medical history, because we would like to, in all honesty, as Kay says, we have to be honest about the work that we're doing and the offerings that these beautiful oils offers. So the one thing I just wanted to say is that you do need to be careful what oils you're using on particular people, especially if they're quite unwell and they are on different medications and so forth. You do have to be very considerate of what's aged care clients. Yes, okay. So, Sue, I used to do work for Calvary Hospital, caring for people with cancer in their homes. So short-term and long-term, and some other diseases as well. And we need to be particularly careful of the mixtures that you're using. So it would be a good conversation to have either with myself or Kay, so we can put you on the right pathway, so to speak, as to what you would use as a mixture, because you do need to be able to help them, but also, with any oil that anybody uses, it's like pregnant women and so forth. They have a period where they need to stay away from oils and so on. So it's all about being, on the right road with knowledge as to what you're doing as well. I just wanted to pop that in. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's good. And Trish and I are very aware of making sure that we share our knowledge and passion, but also share the tips of safety with essential oils. So Young Living oils are the oils that Trish and I are using. We know that they are the highest quality of oils you can get around the world, and they're organic, they're sustainably sourced, and they are 100% pure. And most people are not aware that you can have 100% pure oil on the label, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you do have 100% pure in the bottle. Yeah. So that's a whole subject that we like to promote, and to let you know, that there is a difference with the quality of oils. And Young Living is the oils I choose because I know the quality is assured through our seed to seal commitment.
Absolutely. So, absolutely. They are beautiful oils. And as someone who suffers with asthma and so forth, myself, I can, in all honesty, 100% from my heart to yours, tell you that putting these oils in the diffusers, absolutely beautiful. The ease that it brings with the breath, or you're someone who is, I'm not necessarily walking around with an asthma attack all the time or wheezing or anything, but when I do get it, I really get it. Or if something's going to upset me, it will bring it on. And I have to say, these beautiful oils, diffusing them, has not had any effect on my breathing system other than making me feel well and breathing well. So for me, that's just an amazing thing to happen, because there's so many oils that don't do that for me. They say they're pure essential oils, but I can't have them. So that's the other thing that's drawn me to these beautiful oils is, personally using them and applying them in my life for different reasons. And that would be one that I can trust them about. So absolutely.
Yes. So here's Sue Sullivan saying aged care clients. So there's an issue, there may be an issue with that, because depending on where they are and if they're clients, I know a lot of people come to me and say, oh my gosh, what could I use on my clients? And then they realise that they're not allowed to actually put the oils on their clients. So that's,
you can use the oils. When I was with Calvary, we did use the oils because one of the things I would do for the patients when I was with them, besides connecting with them, and I would do without them knowing, we would be doing meditations and talkings and different things, because they told you the most amazing stories. It was their time to speak and so forth, but they loved massage because they would either be in pain or it just took them to a peaceful place. So we did use the oils, but very particular oils. So lavender was the base oil, then a couple of oils mixed in with that. So there really is only 2 or 3 oils we should be using for aged care clients that are safe, because it doesn't interfere with the medications that they're on. But also your carrier oil, you need to be informed about what carrier oils to use. They, again, need to be 100% pure, organic, nothing in them, which Young Living oils, we do have a beautiful, it's the vegetable oil that you can use. So, so there's lots of things in there. But as Kay said, that's another topic, that's another night. But it's good to touch base.
It's good to make sure. Well, most people are not aware about the purity of oils and the regulation, because the regulating bodies just say, well, you only have to have a little bit of pure oil in the bottle. And you can still call it 100%, which I was not aware of. So, and a lot of people are not aware of that. So
that's right, exactly.
So, so let's know if you would like to, here is Susan Davies. So I've found her, found you, Susan, and you have gone, said something about the need to enhance my ability to put my opinion forward and be heard without people feeling angry. So the oil I would be recommending for that is Valor, because Valor is, and I'm just looking in my little case here for my Valor. Here's my Valor here. I've only got my roll on in front of me tonight. Oh, there you go. So there are 2 versions of oil Valor. So this oil is the oil that helps us to feel courageous, but very peaceful and strong in our sense of being able to express ourselves or stepping forward. I know that it sounds to me like you're being caught up with the angry response, Susan, that you might be getting from people. And the only power we really have is in our response to, or our reaction to other people's responses or reactions. So detachment from that is very, very powerful. And that's what Valor does. It just, when I first started coming online and doing these shows, I would just totally douse myself with Valor. This is a beautiful oil. I just roll it on myself and once again smell it and move it through my aura, and it just helps you to just stay calm, and it also helps you to unhook from other people's reactions, because that's their problem and not ours.
And this is the other one you can pop on the soles of the feet.
Yes,
absolutely.
It's a great one for the soul.
Just speaking more to that, I'm just trying to see what the rest of the message. People feeling angry. The thing that I would like to say about that, Susan, is that quite often the feeling that other people are angry with you is they aren't. They're not. They may have a level of anger within them because they are perhaps disagreeing with your opinion and the words that you're expressing because it doesn't sit with them. But quite often the anger that you feel other people are feeling when you speak can be a reflection of something that deep down that's happened to you at some stage during your life, whether it be in this soul's life or the soul's lives we've led before. Because when we have experiences that have been before this time around, we bring those patterns in our DNA, in every cell of our body. And if we don't start to release those and we don't start to recognize them and let that anger rise and look at what was the event there, what happened to me, who was involved, what was going on, how was I hurt? So all of the effects in the environment at the time. And then once you bring that up and you start to work with it and you start to talk to it and you pull out the positives and go, okay, well, I actually learned this out of it. And now I know that this here I don't have to accept. You'll find that the people around you are listening. They're not that angry, but they may just be expressing to you that they disagree with you, but you find that as an anger. So I'd just like to present that to you for something to think about, because that is pretty well, it does happen, I'd say 80% of the time, the clients I'm working with. And look, even myself, like I don't come in here as a princess. Well, hang on, I am a princess. But, I've had my life experiences as well, as Kay has and many of us have. We've been through lots of things in our lives and we've never been perfect and I never will be. But as we work with it, we learn how to handle things in a much lighter way that doesn't upset us. And then when we're not getting upset, we find that the people around us are not that bad.
Yeah, we're a constant work in progress, aren't we, really? Yeah. We're just constantly evolving, moving on, learning new things, and taking action is really what it's all about. That's always, we can't just go and meditate. I actually had someone around the other day and she was going through some things, and, throughout the conversation, she was talking about how she gets up and meditates for hours and hours, which I think is a great discipline and something very beautiful. But I just am very wary that just that act of meditation is, to me, that should be something that is going to catapult you into the next step or the next part of the process. Just meditation itself is really, it's just the start, I guess, of what we need to do.
There's so many meditation styles out there. Being a meditation teacher and knowing many methods, and I agree with what Kay's saying. If you're going to meditate, you need to meditate for purpose and reason and know your whys and how comes. If you're just meditating for hours and sitting there and waiting for the answer to come, it's not going to come. It's like Kay said, and I always say, you need to do the work. If you're not doing the work, if you're not If you're not being the verb in your life, taking the action, it's not going to come. Universe has got the answers, but they're not going to give it unless you make them move. So use meditation for relaxation and for wellness and so on. But if you're sitting for hours just waiting for the answer to go, beep, beep, oh, okay, thank you, off I go, it won't happen. It won't happen. So, yeah.
Yes.
We're all about doing the work, aren't we, girlfriend?
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's like I always talk about those times where you are in a struggle, and they're like the compost heap, the shit that goes in the heap that beautiful things can come from. So, yeah. Susan, I wasn't aware of that all.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your suggestion. So, trial Australia. Excellent, Susan. So, now remember that Trish and I both offer one-on-one. I offer free little essential oil discovery sessions. So you can, I'll pop my link in again. And if you want to, Trish, you can do that too. Yeah. So if you'd like to reach out to myself or to Trish, and I will give you a free essential oil reading. And throughout that reading, I bring in color, I bring in intention, affirmations, if anyone, and essential oil recommendations. So if you're interested in chatting just on a one-to-one and more personally, that is a really good way to dig a little bit deeper, because tonight we're just giving you a little bit of a taste tester about the gifts and the offerings that we have. Now, we also talked about a crystal for tonight's show, and the crystal is smoky quartz. So Trish and I sat to plan tonight's show, and along with the frankincense, the smoky quartz went beautifully with that, because it's very grounding like frankincense, and it has the ability to amplify other crystals around it. You could even put your frankincense oil on the crystal to help with the cleansing and raising of its energy. What else would you like to say about the stone? Trish, have you got something you'd like to add to that?
These crystals, well, first of all, as you can see, the picture that Kay has, those smoky quartz are a lot darker, but remember it is a photo as well, so the colouring is going to come out differently. But just remember that some of them don't always come in such heavy colours. They might be only slight, but these ones are rough ones as well. Okay, yes. So they're not polished. I am a big advocate for, I love the rough crystals, yes, because they're so much more natural, but it doesn't mean that you can't have the polished ones. But so these are in the rough state, so they're beautiful. But crystals at any point of time are going to help you along, no matter where you are and so forth in your life. These smoky quartz, if you're feeling out of sorts, don't just leave them sitting on your shelf or, on your bookcase or wherever. When you're working with the oils and you bring the crystals in, carry the oil and carry the crystals together, because the crystals will nurture you along the way for the day. Okay? So just remember that crystals don't always have to be just looked at. They want to work with you and they want to be with you. And the more they're with you, the more supported you will feel. And the more you do that, you'll get used to that, and you'll go out one day and go, oh, God, I haven't got my smoky quartz on me. I'm not going to get through this day.
They're
but
like
if you feel, yeah, absolutely. They're like your cappuccino. You can't get through the day. But you will, of course. You become one. You've become one with them. Their energy will stay with you for that day or so that you may not have them. So you just call them in. Call the crystal in as well. So if you don't have them on you, call the crystal. Or if you have crystal cards like Kay was showing you, look at the card and call the energy of that crystal to you if you're not someone who has crystals or you don't have access to them for whatever reason. So just remember the crystals will work with us in many ways. Okay, but this smoky quartz, beautiful. It's a really lovely oil. And I find in combination with the frankincense and this will help you with clarity, so thinking. So if you're somebody who might be actually doing some study, okay, these crystals combined with that frankincense will help you to be able to settle down and really get into what you need to be getting into if you're finding it difficult.
I like taking mine to bed too. That's what I do. I take my my crystals and have them in my bed and around them, or under your bed, next to your bed, so you can just.
My bed is surrounded in a crystal grid. Yep.
Nice.
I have a crystal grid all around my bed, and I have a pile of crystals on my bed, and one of them is a big piece of selenite about this big, and I always hear it hit the deck in the night. I must kick it, bang, and I go, uh-oh, I hope I haven't broken that one. But yeah, the crystals are unbelievable. They're everywhere I am, they are. So absolutely. And look, even if you only want a couple of crystals in your life, just one piece of this and your frankincense oil, and you're going to go a long way.
Yes,
it's beautiful for clarity as well. Yep,
now, Susan Davies, thanks for your question. Where can I get these oils we're displaying? So you can have a conversation with Trish or a conversation with me. I've got links in my link tree to my website and to a product guide. I'm not sure whether Trish has some of those, but please reach out to us. If you want a conversation, reach out. We'll jump on a Zoom call or Facebook Messenger I use, and we can have a conversation, because Trish bought a kit a couple of months ago, and she is converted. She's used oils for many years, and she has noticed the difference in the vibration and the frequency of the oils of Young Living. So please reach out and have a conversation. If you friend request us, we can organise a time. I've got a Calendly link in there, and you've got links too, haven't you? I also have an essential oil group, and actually, how about this is a good time for you to share about your essential oil class that you've got coming up as well, Trish.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yep. All right. Well, just to answer Susan Davies' call, yes, if and to everybody else on here, my Linktree link is there. And tomorrow I'll be putting in the Young Oils product guide. I haven't gotten, it's a couple of things I need to add in there, which was going to happen today, but my granddaughter was very sick today, so I've been helping out with her. But you can reach me through that Linktree to get to Pathway to Peace, and then send me a message for anyone who wants to buddy up with me and talk about the oils and have a chat, and we can implement the oils for whatever reason you want to also bring them into your life. And like Kay said, whoever you want to contact, just contact us and we can help you with your kit as well. So I am holding a class on the 27th of January at 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. It'll be about an hour and a half thereabouts, where I'll go in and chat about the oils and answer questions and so forth. It is by invite. I like to call it invite. It's $9 to book yourself in. I'll pop the link up in a minute for that. You go through try booking for that at the moment. And then once you have purchased your ticket, and the same, Kay does the same thing, book yourself in by purchasing the ticket, and then we send you the Zoom link so that you can come in. So it's by invite, which means those who've purchased the ticket, you'll be in. So, you'll get that special one on time with us, and you can learn a lot more and you can ask questions and so forth. So mine's on the 27th. I'll pop the link in, and whilst I'm doing that, I'll let Kay chat about her one as well.
Okay, so we've been looking for people who might like
I'll just go and do that
a little
now.
bit of a taste of a reading from us tonight. So if there's anything that you have questions or queries, please reach out. I have an essential oil wisdom group as well, where I talk about oils, I share my education, I go live in that group. And if people join our oil tribe, oh, you've dropped out, Trish. Don't know what's happened there. I'm sure she'll jump back in. Not quite sure what's happened. But anyway, that's okay. So I am hosting next Tuesday night an Activate Your 2021 vision, because I think it's a good idea at the start of each year, or when you want to bring something into your life, that you sit down and bring some focus in. So, yay, Trisha's back. So I am hosting a Zoom call next Tuesday night, and that's $17, and you can join us to sit down and do some goal setting and some dreaming, and I will be hosting a meditation, and I'll be walking you through a process of writing down your goals and bringing in your dreams so that you can become the master of your own 2021 vision. Kerry, you've asked about a tiger eye bracelet. What properties does it help you with? Well, I know tiger's eye is good for strength. What else would you say, Trish?
Yes, the strength, and also for spiritual connection.
Spiritual connection. So I know I do have a card here that I could flick through. So, yeah, very empowering stone for you there, Kerry. So a raw appetite for Christmas actually arrived today. Can you explain some of its qualities, says Karen Baker. What do you know about appetite? Do you know anything about that one? I'll just look through my card.
I haven't worked with that crystal a lot at all. But I think when we were talking about that yesterday, Kay, together, we found that it was very much one that could be used for the grounding and the spiritual connections as well.
Yes.
I've never actually sighted a piece of that crystal, and I have a lot of crystals and I've seen a lot of crystals, but I've not actually physically sighted that particular crystal. But I have a friend who was a crystal supplier, and I'm going to try and source a piece through her. And
yes,
if she can get it for me, well, then I'll definitely bring it into the show to show everybody.
All right, I'll see if I can. I'm just going through my list of cards here, and if appetite's in here, well, it must be right at the very end. Here it is, and here is a picture of some appetite. It's an overall gentle healing crystal. This crystal is amazing for addictions and obsessive behaviors, thoughts and patterns. Great connector to wisdom, prophetic intuition, communication, both internally and externally. Gives ease to social gatherings and eases sorrow, anger, and irrational thoughts. I remember my God thoughts, and now, I'll read that. I remember my God thoughts now. I am divine ease. So in the color, in the blue, it's all about communication and usually bringing in the peace with the blue. The companion oils are jasmine, ledum, palo santo, and wintergreen. So that is in the appetite. So Jackie, career, or have you got someone there, Trish, that you've
I was going to read for Azra Bajrik. She said on here very early on that she had shared us. So if you can let me know if you're still on here with us watching, and I will do a reading for you.
Okay, yes, some more Breezer has come in. So
Thank you, Breezer, yes, thank you.
But I'll go back to Jackie Campusano de Lara. What a lovely long name you've got. So career, please. All right, so I'm just going to intuitively pull an oil out. Okay, and I'm drawn to inspiration for you, Jackie. Inspiration, maybe at the moment you've lost your mojo, you've lost the creativity and the excitement about work. So I would recommend that you give yourself some downtime, find a place where you feel safe, where you can just relax and let go of the stress and the worry about it. I think you need to just tune in to the real essence of who you are and follow those seeds of joy, because joy is very important. If we don't bring joy into our life, well, we're not really walking our soul's journey. And inspiration is going to help you to release all that that sense of feeling blocked, so that inspiration comes through fresh and clear. Another oil I would recommend also is Stress Away, would be another good one. So yes, Stress Away would be very good for just helping you just feel like you're floating and there's nothing to worry about. And then when we're in that state, that's when our real answers can come through. So I hope that one is helpful for you. Just Jackie. So that's for you, Jackie. And once again, if you would like some, a deeper look into that, you can have a quarter of an hour, half an hour session, free reading with me. And Trish also offers a discovery type call as well.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Okay, Jackie. So reach out if you'd like to have a little bit more one-to-one, and we can what I do is I offer an hour Activate Your Courage session, and I'm just trying to find some of my drawings here. And during a session with me, I will channel some signature artwork for you. So here's an example of some of the artwork that has come through. This one's not so bright because it's a photocopy. That's someone I did, and I've been given permission from these people to share the designs and the drawings that have come through. So this is what you will get in a full hour session with me, and I will give you some essential oil recommendations. I help you really drop in to your center, and I just seem to have this knack of helping you to tap into your innate wisdom with my intuition, with what comes through me, so that you can live with the best version of yourself. So I help you to move on from whatever it is that's holding you back. And these essential oils are part of that journey. So how are we going? Jackie, thank you for your feedback. That is lovely. So do we have anyone else there? Well, I thought there was someone. Breezer, you were doing Breezer, is that right?
Yeah, I've just asked to see if she's still on board with us there. See if she's still watching. And no, that was Azra. I've just
Breezer.
I'll ring for you. I'll ring for you. Sorry, I will read for you. And if we see Azra come on, I will read for her. I like to read. I like to check and see if people are still there, so you get the reading, because it's a shame if you don't hear what comes up for you. So, Breezer Kavanagh, I will read for you as well. And, yeah, I'm the same. If anybody wants to contact me, we have a chat and we talk about where you're at in your life, what is happening for you now, where is it that you would like to go with it all. I have different programs that I can offer you. I am a soul coach practitioner. So I have programs, 28-day programs, which actually go for 6 weeks, but we can explain that more. I work with you once a week. I give you content and exercises to do. We go through the program. It's working in a shamanic way, but in the modern world now. So what it is, we work with the elements of air, water, earth, and fire. So it's the shamanism brought in with the modern day life. So getting you to declutter and cleanse your mind, body, and soul, your environment, delving deep, journaling, going into some very deep personal questions about yourself and really working through them through the program. And then at the end of the program, you will do a quest, which is where you go over where you've been, what's happening, and really progress forward with all the messages and insights and changes. It's quite a deep soul program. So there's all sorts of things, readings. My readings are very different. I don't just sit and read cards for an hour with you. Because I am a holistic counselor and all that sort of thing as well, I delve deep into your blockages. I really bring them up. I really make you face them, and we talk about them. We talk about how we can get you through there. And then, of course, there's different things you can implement to move forward with that as well. I have a whole lot of programs, accountability program I've brought in where I support you for 6 months. And within that, you do the soul programs. I have my 9 houses program starting in February, goes for 8 weeks. If anyone's interested, pop into my link tree and you can have a look at that, or, just give me a little private message and we'll set up our free Zoom session together to do that. Now I'm going to just pull these cards for Breezer. Anything for you. So it's just a general. So I'm just going to draw one card to start and see where it takes us. Divine guidance. Beauty in the card itself, divine guidance. My God. And how beautiful does that come with our good friend frankincense tonight?
I was just going to say that. Excellent. Yes.
Divine guidance and frankincense. And I've just lost my frankincense oil. Oh, here it is over here. Frankincense. So if you were using these beautiful oils, there's several oils actually that you can combine to work with to bring in this divine guidance. But what the card is actually saying to you tonight, have a look at the card. We've got the outside color, the deepness of the red. Now, this is the heart chakra, and it's deep red at the moment. It's a bit murky is what I would call it, because you do have some self-love, what's the word? Well, spirit saying issue. So we'll just leave it at issues for the moment. So in other words, it's about self-love, how you're thinking about yourself, how you're talking to yourself, your self-talk. The blue with all the stars, and we do have here the beautiful leading star up here. This is where you want to go. See how you're dressed in your finery like the angels. You've got your wings and you're reaching for this star. There's many stars, but this is the main one. But to reach that, we've really got to get you to understand it's okay to speak your truth, and it's okay to bring up all the stuff that you're carrying in your heart that is actually stopping you from loving yourself fully, but acknowledging who you truly are, and knowing who you truly are is perfectly fine for you. They're saying stop trying to answer to be the perfect person to self and perfect person to others, because it's not how it's meant to be. We need to start to connect with the fact, work with you and you only, and let everybody else do what they need to be doing. Okay, what you're doing is your business. What everyone else is doing is God's business. Leave it that way. They don't want you to be involved in all of that. Sometimes they're saying you get a little bit too involved where you don't need to be involved, and you're taking that into your heart space as well. So I hope that helps you. It's only a brief reading, and again, if you want to organise a full hour reading, you can make a booking with me through my website, and once you go through there, then we'll hook up and do our Zoom link together. But it's all about self, so let everybody else out. So actually, as I said that, a house came to me, and I can see a front door, and as they said that, the front door opened, and I could just see all this energy running out. It was actually people running out, so let them out. You're trying to hold people in, let them out. Okay, we don't want to hold anybody. We want them to be in the space of loving energy with us.
Okay. She loved that. Holy moly, this is like, wow, recent breakup, ex is with a new lady, and I've struggled very much. Oh my gosh, yeah. I can relate to that, to what you're going through, Breezer. Yes, so reach out and get some help. I mean,
yes, reach out, absolutely, Breezer.
We don't do this alone, do we? We don't do this alone. You need really good support around you, and so make sure that you do take us up on. And you know what? It's time you realised your worthiness, Breezer. This is the problem. You have allowed this person in your life, this relationship, to have ruled you and has taken a lot of your self-esteem away. And as I'm talking, my energy is coming more and more into you, so I'm going to have to cut the reading short because we will be here for an hour. There's so much in there. So if you want to hook up, book yourself in a reading, go to the website, you do the payment through there, then I'll be in contact and we'll set up your Zoom time. But as Kay said, you're not alone. I've had these experiences in my life myself, and they can be bloody horrific, and they put you, excuse the French, they put you flat on your ass. And I am determined that both men and women are not to stay in that position. We are to know our worthiness and our love, and that we are worthy of much better than what they were giving us. And that's where I want you to be, because you've been, the floor has been wiped with you, is what Spirit is saying. Yes. So I really hope that has helped you, and I hope you go to bed tonight and have a more peaceful sleep than you have had up until now, and I'm sure you're going to. On that note, Breezer, if you don't have some Young Living oils, make a booking with one of us. Find out how. I'm just going to turn my diffuser. When there's two of us here, you can't get to see everything. Yes, this is a beautiful diffuser that comes with a beautiful kit of 12 oils. They are totally. There's Tricia. She's got hers too. And we love our diffusers. So even Gary Young from Young Living, he invented diffusers. So that's our company's been around for over 25 years. We're the top essential oil company in the world. We have only organic and sustainably sourced oils, and that is so important. So reach out, find out which oils, what kit we're talking about, and get yourself set up, because self-nurturing is so important. And Breezer, if you've got some tools like this, the pain and grief and suffering that you are experiencing at the moment will just dissipate in the most tremendous way if you do the homework and you bring these oils into your life.
Absolutely. And if you notice, the diffusers can be lined up to change colour.
Yes.
And the colours are very much in line with, guess what? Chakra colours.
Exactly.
Colours rule our life. The energy is our life, and the chakra colours, they're in everything. They're in our auras, the layers of our auras that we have, our food, the food colours that we eat.
Jackie's going diffuser. Yes. So this has water in it, Jackie, and it has some cups of oil in it, and at the bottom of the diffuser is a plate, and it vibrates at a really high rate, and it breaks all the molecules of the oils down, and then it just they move all around your room. Trisha's going to give you a demo. So you take the top of that.
I feel like I'm on the shopping channel.
It looks like I reckon we're on the magic show now.
Ta-da.
So there you go. So you're breathing those molecules in, and it's just absolutely stunning. So very important that you're using pure oils, though. So whatever you buy in shops generally, or even other companies, if you are looking for a pure oil, see if they've got our seed to seal. So with Young Living, we know where our seeds come from. We know that I know our company was looking for lavender in Tasmania. They couldn't find anyone that was growing it from seed and organically. So we only partner farm with people who will grow our oils organically in the right way. Young Living has the highest standards of growing, testing that there is in the world. And in fact, we have the largest lavender farm, which is in France, and the largest lavender farm in all the world. So that's pretty exciting. And I've even had the pleasure to walk through the fields of the lavender in France, and it was a truly delightful experience. And we support the local farmers. We don't go into a country and do the monopoly thing. Gary was very, very particular about making sure we friended people in the community and used their expertise, their local knowledge, and he employed the locals wherever we go to make sure that we're supporting the situation around us.
I see Breezer has said there to Karen Baker, because Karen and Breezer are friends. Sorry, Karen, I've pushed in. And Breezer, Karen has said, it's all good. They go where they are drawn to, and that's exactly right. Because Spirit knows when we come in here, no matter what platform I'm in or where I am, Spirit will come to those who need us the most. So please never think that you've pushed in when you come in here, because Kay does the same thing. She goes to who she's drawn to because she knows that's where she needs to go, because Spirit is helping her.
And if you don't get us on the live, just book us in for a one-to-one.
Absolutely.
Hey,
absolutely.
That way you don't miss out. So
yes, absolutely.
Karen, you said, do you have any messages for me to stay or go? I feel I have a windfall coming. Do I buy the farm I currently rent or start afresh in a new location? I would welcome a one-on-one conversation around that. And I think you could, there's a little technique I use if I've got a question about, is it this or is it this? Energetically, what are you drawn to? And also, like you're talking about buying a farm, look at how you can manage that without, breaking your spirit in the meantime. That's what's come through for me. But I would prefer to have a deeper conversation. I've done work with Miss Breezer. I absolutely wrapped. She gave her validation, and me too. I'm wrapped. She's one extremely beautiful person. Beautiful, Karen. So yes, Karen, reach out if you'd like a little bit more clarification on that. If you want to talk to one of us around that. I feel like
don't do anything rash, Karen. I think I read you've got a windfall coming. So when it comes, just put it in the right place, in the right space, until you've spoken to Kay or me or whoever you're going to speak to. Please don't run out and do something brash with it. Look after yourself.
And I think the message also is, if it's meant to be, it will happen with ease, grace, and joy.
Absolutely.
You know, if it's something, you'll know energetically whether it's right for you, because if going with the flow, that's an indication. Anything in my life that just fell into place, was always what was in the right, so long as you've got your intention lined up and you're a clear channel before you make those decisions.
Mm-hmm.
So Sonny, same with you. We are going to have to round it off, because I realise we're a minute over, and then we're coming on in a few more minutes. So look, we've had a great time. All of a sudden the hour's up.
I know.
Please follow us, find us, join our groups, and connect with us. So thank you, everyone. It's been such a pleasure and such an honour to be with souls who are yearning to create the life that they really desire, which is 2021. Who's that one for?
This is for everyone. Before we say goodnight, self-acceptance.
Thank you.
Spirit just wanted to share that with everybody, self-acceptance.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Karen. That's really nice of you
to everybody.
Send your love and appreciation. Gorgeous, gorgeous ladies. That's a really nice compliment. Thank you. What will I do? I'll own that one, or I'll.
I'm taking it. I'll share it with you.
With gratitude.
Absolutely. So
Tricia,
say good night. I'll say good night and thank you very much. And same as Kay, much gratitude for being in here, and much gratitude for getting to know Kay over time and coming in here and working with her each week. And I thank her, and I'll be back in here next week with Kay. And thank you to everybody who's been in here tonight. And I look forward to hearing from you all. Have a blessed sleep and a beautiful week. So good night from me.
And it's good night from me. And I always leave with blessings from my heart to your heart, for your wellness, for your purpose, and for your abundance. And remember, taking action is what gets you where you want to go. So please connect with us. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.